What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, it's been a busy week. We have been filming. We have been getting ready to leave to go to Cumberland. And I have been needing to shoot a video for you because you guys have been asking for it a lot. And I apologize immensely for not doing it. I'll get into that in just a minute. So we are packing up, getting the boat ready, getting the truck ready, and heading to Cumberland. I won that tournament last year. I'm looking forward to going back and trying to defend my title. You know, but here's the deal, guys. It's not like a racetrack where it's the same racetrack, right? You know, or the same basketball court or whatever. It's a different lake every single year. The water levels are different, water temperatures are different. It's just gonna be totally different. So, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. But this video that I am going to share with you guys, now that I've got the boat all cleaned up, is the boat video. How about that? You've been wanting it. You have been wanting the boat video. So the boat video, we're gonna take a little tour of my boat. That's not totally tricked out with everything that we need yet, but it's close. It's real close. So I'm gonna show you guys how I've got it laid out, what's in my compartments, right? What rods do I have in my boat? Let's do a little sneak peek. What do you think? What do you think? Bah! Here it is. Well, you've seen the boat a bunch. It's been in a lot of videos. But I haven't shown you inside the boat. I haven't shown you exactly how I have my graphs laid out. Exactly. I got little things that are cool on this boat. And I want to show you. Plus, I've never shown anybody inside my compartments because what is in my compartments? That's the question, right? Let's go see. So first, what kind of boat is this? Everybody knows I run a Ranger. I've been running a Ranger my entire career. This is the new Ranger Z520L. Okay, 520L. I had a Z520C last year. This is an L. I don't know what the L stands for. I don't know. Let me know. But it's a pretty cool boat. It's a little wider on the front. Rides like a little Corvette. It's got the, you know, the Evernew on the back pushes this thing along good. But here's why I love, first of all, my boat. Front deck, right? Big, massive area. I like a lot of room. As you've seen, just about every photo or video of mine, there have rods everywhere because I'm confused. I'm a confused fisherman, so I have lots of rods, okay? That's the truth. But I do have lots of rods, and this wide deck gives me a lot of space up here. It has a recessed foot pedal. This is something that Ranger started doing, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. Pretty cool deal. Most of the boat companies now have a recessed foot pedal. If you have a boat that doesn't have a recessed foot pedal, you can actually buy these little recessed kits a lot of times aftermarket and put them in. I recommend doing that. This is the Minnkota Ultrix. This is the one with spot lock. You hear me spot locking all the time. Electric steer, really, really sweet. It's 112 pounds of thrust. Here's something cool. I ran a boat not too long ago that had the old style trolling motor, the regular cable steer, and it like wore me out. And for years, that's all I ran was a cable steer. So, that being said, cable steers are still good, but this right here is like butter. It's like butter. Spot lock is like butter. It's awesome. So now we've talked trolling motor, we've talked the front of the boat here. Let's talk about my graphs. You know, you've seen how I have my graph set up. You've seen me use my Panoptix a lot. And here's basically my setup. This is a Boatlogix mount. Boatlogix mount. They're out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. They make a fantastic mount. Here's why I love this mount. Not only it's just awesome. I mean, look at that. Have two graphs on top of each other. It's sturdy. I mean, that like sturdy, super sturdy. I love to sight fish. So check this out. Now, I'm going to stand on my trolling motor, but normally I'd be standing on the bracket of my trolling motor. I stand like this a lot of times, guys, sight fishing. That gives me an extra foot above the visibility. An extra foot. That right there. So that's sturdy, right? This is Boatlogix. We'll drop links. We're going to drop links down below and all this stuff. If you guys are going to trick your boat out and you want, you know, some good stuff, check out the links in the video. Boatlogix mount front. I have a Boatlogix in the back as well at the console. I'll show you that. This is a Garmin GPS map 7612, and this is a 7610. And I have my Panoptix set up on this one, and then I run all my regular graph, side view, down view, all that stuff here. I have my Panoptix Transducer mounted to my shaft. This is when you see me catching those fish on the graph, talking about, oh man, here they come, here they come. That's my transducer right there. I have a Hydrowave, which is really cool. I use that all the time, not only just deep water, shallow water fishing as well. And I have it mounted right here on the side. The neat thing about the Boatlogix mount is they have a little side bracket for your Hydrowave, and it's mounted right there on the side. Now, check out the bling. You know, I talk about little things on my boat. Here's some little things that are pretty cool. This is a little stabilizer that Bob's Machine Shop built. It's basically a cavitation weight for the front of this trolling motor. and it's going to reduce a lot of the cavitation. Okay, that adds weight to it. It just makes the trolling motor run better, smoother, quieter, etc. And that's pretty cool. And hey, that's my color. I like that. And speaking of the Bob's Machine Shop stuff, which you can find again on these links that we're going to drop down below, the same powder coated metal piece right here that my trolling motor stand goes on that doesn't tear my carpet up. And they powder coat that. That's all metal. That's not plastic. They powder coat it really good. And that's that. So graphs, trolling motor, my front of my office. The front of my office. Now let's go to the back. Let's go to the back of the office. Back office. Back office. All right. This is, spend some time here, right? A lot of room. The Ranger Z boats, the L's especially. Look at all that. That's a lot of room. I actually have a, wherever it is, it's right here. Check this out. Oh yeah. I'm sliding, baby. The Rangers have a nice little slide seat, both passenger and driver's seat, so I can lock myself in good here. Good and secure, big oversized seats. And again, a Boat Logic graph mount up here on the front. This is a dual, and I have two Garmin 7612s here on the front. And basically what I do is I run map and traditional sonar on my left one, and typically run side view and down view on the right one. Don't use Panoptix back here. That's mainly just for the trolling motor, but I could, if I wanted to. It actually networks all together, so I could turn on, if I have my trolling motor in the water, could turn on the Panoptix, but basically that's the front of the boat application only. So I have the two Boat Logic mounts, front and back, the Garmin's. Pretty cool stuff. I have these little trim levers, which is neat. This is something, you know, you have your regular trim here, but you also have trim here and jack plate. Okay, we'll get to the jack plate here in a minute, but yeah, that's little pro trim things there. And so I love this console because it's got a lot of good room. It's all laid out well, and we've got this little compartment right here, which is usually pretty messy, but I carry my gloves. Okay, there's some gloves. There is actually, oh, I don't know how much you saw that, but that right there is secret baits. Those are chewed up secret baits. And if you watch some of the videos we've done lately, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if not, then you just got to go watch the video. Map, whatever, all in that little compartment. Now, you see this in every one of my videos, the Engl Cooler. Now, I carry an Engl in my boat for really the main reason is because I like to have lots of ice. I like to have food. You know, I carry squinchers in here. So, you know, right now I've got it packed up for the road. I normally don't have it that full of squinchers. Usually I have about half of that and I'll have the rest of it in the truck. But we're about to hit the road. So typically I have all my drinks and food and whatnot in this cooler. This is the 25 size, which is good because you can walk back and forth on it. It's no problem at all. So going back and forth, you know, boom, there it is. Now, what do I use? Now, all the Rangers come with a built-in cooler. What do I use the cooler for? So I use it for extra drinks when I need it, but I also carry my cleaning supplies in here. Like that's my vinyl guard, which I use if you have a wrapped boat or you have vinyl seats, which every bass boat has vinyl seats. The Starbright Ultimate Vinyl Guard is good. It has UV protection in it. This stuff is the deal. You don't want to put real waxy, cheap stuff on your seats or on your plastic parts of your boat. It will make them chalky. If you know what I'm talking about, you've seen the boats that have all that chalk look to it. It's because they put basically the wrong kind of stuff on there. Use Vinyl Guard by Starbright. It will not hurt your seats. It will keep your boat looking sharp, and it's actually good for your vinyl wrap because it's a vinyl wrap and this is Vinyl Guard. So anyways, that being said, I keep all my little rags in there and I put my trash in there as well. So that way I can keep the boat good and organized and clean up because, you know, every time I have a dirty rag or cleaning supplies, I'm always like, where can I put that? I don't want to throw the dirty rag in there where all my tackle is, and I don't want it back there where my batteries are because it's batteries. So that being said, that's that. Now, middle box, pretty cool, big, lots of room in here. I usually keep, I don't know, 4 or 5 rods in here. Typically in the tournament, I'll have all my rods over here and then 4 or 5 of my extra ones over here. And how I lay it out typically is my go-to stuff, tournament day, is usually here on top. All my extra rods are down low. So, you know, we're not going to be throwing my frog at Cumberland, but I always keep it tied on. That's my popping frog by Live Target, which is available now, by the way. So check that out. But I keep all my rods in here, and then I keep a lot of my game day sticks on this side. So stuff I'm going to use every day. And then usually I'll put some extra tackle in here. Keep a couple extra reels on the side. And I just redid my line, which is kind of cool. Check this out. This is where I put all my P line. I haven't even opened this up. They just sent this to me today. That's like it's actually a 2,000 yard spool, but that's the P line Tactical. And it's perfect size spool. If you have a Ranger, check this out. Buy that size spool, and they go right there. So that way I have my line always. So if I have an issue, I need to respool, I'm good to go. So I typically keep this compartment pretty light. You know, I like a fast boat, and I think I have one of the fastest Rangers on tour for the last 5 or 6 years for several reasons. And one of them, and I'll go through all these reasons as we're doing this little tour, but one of the reasons is I keep a lot of weight out of the front of the boat. If you stack the front of your boat, I don't care what boat you have, with a whole bunch of heavy plastics and bags and tackle boxes and just all the weight up there, you're cutting down some of your speed. So I try to keep the front of my boat pretty light. So right here, not a whole lot other than line, my daily stuff that I might need, rods over here, of course, all that. Now, on this side, I do have all my hard boxes. I have some hard boxes here, okay? Just some whatever, hot waters, different things, just kind of knick-knack stuff. I have these size Plano boxes in there. Now look, here's all my little heads. Like at Lanier, I was using all these heads at Lanier and catching the spotted bass. What I do a lot of times is I put a number 2 on there. See on that one? I put a number 2 on the actual body of that. And the reason I put a number 2 is it means ½ ounce. Because when you take them all out of the pack, sometimes you're like, oh man, I can't remember, is that a ½ ounce or a 3/8 ounce or whatever. Those are my little heads. I keep everything all organized like that. And all my little top water lures. And these are my small boxes. I have extra in my truck in my deck system. So I have bigger tackle boxes in my truck that have more top waters, but I don't need everything that I own in my boat all the time. So I kind of pack it accordingly to the lake or the season. So right now, you know, if I use these in a tournament and they're starting to bite this really good in practice, then I'll go in my truck and I'll pull out a bunch more, stock up my little boxes. But that way I'm not carrying around too much. But I do have a lot of tackle. Jerk baits, this is going to be something I'm going to be using it up the next tournament. A lot of jerk baits right there. I've even got some of the new live target smelts I'm going to be throwing this year, which is a pretty cool little suspending jerk bait. It's called a smelt. Pretty sweet. Something this fish hadn't seen a lot of. So that's that box. And then my last tackle box, or compartment I should say, is right here. A lot of the same. You know, just different Plano boxes and whatnot in here that keep all my stuff fairly organized. Everybody likes wiggleworts. Look at this wigglewort collection. That's pretty good, isn't it? There's some old ones in there, man. Some of these wiggleworts in here, like that one right there, probably worth 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Afraid to throw it. Some of these old originals. Now there's a lot in here that are not old originals, but there are some sweet ones. Look at that one, little custom original. Sweetness. And that'll work good at Cumberland, actually. I've got all that rigged up. Now, you hear me talk about speed and going a little faster. A, keep the weight out of the front of the boat. B, I run lithium batteries. Now you ask yourself, well, why do you run lithium batteries? Because they're really expensive, right? Well, yeah, they are more expensive than a lead battery. Quite a bit more expensive, actually. But if I told you that I could do something to your boat and give you 3 mile an hour more speed, better fuel economy, et cetera, you'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, you might pay for that. People do that in their trucks, right? They put the chips in their truck to get better fuel economy and get more speed. So why don't we do that in a boat? Well, you can do that with lithium batteries. I have the lithiums. Let me show them to you. All right, so lithium batteries. Here we go. I basically have 2 lithium trolling motor batteries, and I have a lithium 12 volt. And that basically allows me to take out, basically I have 75 pounds of weight in my boat versus of batteries. I have a lead battery here right now that I'm going to end up taking out, but it's my backup just in case, because we're running all these graphs now. But I've got another 12 volt lithium coming. So I'm going to have 2 12 volt lithiums. Right now I have a 12 volt lithium here. A 12 volt lead was the only lead battery I have in my boat, and it's really just a backup battery just to run graphs and whatnot. But my 236 volt trolling motor batteries gives me trolling motor power all day long, and basically I have 100 and something pounds of batteries total versus someone that had 4 batteries or 5 batteries if you're running an extra like I am, running 300 pounds, right? 320 pounds or whatever it may be. A battery's about 70 pounds a piece. These lithiums weigh in the 20s. So that has given me over 200 pounds less weight on my boat is more speed. I'm just telling you, it's more speed. When you drive your boat by yourself, it goes a lot faster than when you take your buddy, right? This is, I've got rid of a buddy, right? So I'm going a lot faster. I love that. Getting better fuel economy, and that is good. So check it out. I know they're expensive. They're not for everybody, but they are awesome. They are awesome. I love them. Now, beauty right here. This is the whole beautiful situation going on, right? We have my power poles, 10-footers, love them. Been with power pole my entire career. I started with power pole whenever John Oliverio was actually making power poles by hand in a little roll-up garage in downtown Tampa area. So been with them a long time. Bob's Machine Shop, been with them forever as well. That jack plate is the bomb. Powder coated black to match my boat. That's the action jack, has the pump built into the actual plate itself. So I opened up all that extra room back here. I don't have pumps and all that. 250 HO G2, sweetness right there. Sweetness. 10-year warranty. I don't know. It's pretty sweet, man. Pretty sweet. I love that engine. I've been running all the Evinrude products my entire career. I've been getting the job done with them. I don't have problems. They're reliable. They're powerful. They're fast. I love them. So thanks, Evinrude, for building an awesome motor here. So anyways, I don't know what else we have forgot here. Oh, I know what I forgot. Here, come here. The one thing that you're wondering, like, where is your kicker audio? Where is the kicker stuff, right? Right there. Right there. That is temporary, my friends. This is the Bullfrog. This thing is loud. I'm actually contemplating putting, actually you can Bluetooth, like if I had a second one, I could actually Bluetooth this to the second one and have two of these playing simultaneously from my phone. So I could have one here and put a second one under here. Be pretty loud. But for now, that's what we're gonna run with, but we are tricking this boat out. So here's what I want you to do. Drop me some comments below. Let me know, what do you think? 8-inch or go back with the 10? I might do an 8 here and an 8 over here. 2 6.5s here and 2 6.5s here. To be 4, 6 speakers. I know you hardcore bass fishermen are going, that is ridiculous. But you know what? I like to relax a little bit every once in a while. Jam a little music when I'm running down the lake. Yeah, that's me. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. If I forgot something, I apologize. Oh, one last thing. You're wondering where the VT2 system is? I've got those coming as well. This is a brand new boat. I'm putting those in. I'm waiting. They actually should be here maybe even today. So in the next few videos, you should see the VT2 system back in my live wells. So that's about it. That's about it. I don't know. If I forgot something, I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. I know it's a little bit of a whatever, but it is whatever. It's just, this is what I use. This is me. This is my office. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you Cumberland stuff coming down the pipe.